My name is Sasha, and I'm a physicist. This is our home. We have been living here for about 200,000 years. It is a beautiful blue planet. We know it is about 4,500,000 years old. Looks pretty nice from here. It orbits a very common star, just at the right distance to keep us warm and with liquid water in the surface to hold our lives. We don't know if there are more planets like this in the universe. For now we have no other. Sadly, this beauty is very ill. Got kind of cancer. Called human beings. And won't be able to hold our lives more than about 1,000 years from now. This is our satellite. The Moon is the result of tremendous massive collision in between the Earth and a planet of the size of Mars called Ta. That biblical event took place by the formation of the solar system, and she has been there since 3 million years ago. Ta is in the trajectory of collision with the Earth. It travels 15 times faster than a bullet. That collision changed our planet forever. We were very lucky. Hit us at the right time and in the right angle not to destroy both planets. Anyway, it won't have been a nice day to be on the Earth's surface. Time and gravity did all the rest. Today, we are looking for new planets. Space telescopes such as Kepler and Hubble are orbiting the Earth, searching for new potential habitable planets. Astronomers of the Observatory Keck in Hawaii announced on September 29, 2010 the discovery of the planet Gliese 581 grams, first exoplanet discovered to house life. Gliese 581c is in the constellation of Libra, about 20 light-years from us. It seems that not this too far away compared to the immensity of space. This is the Saturn V rocket, the most powerful and fastest manned spacecraft ever created. In a mix of cutting-edge technology and human boldness. Used for the Apollo missions and took humanity to the Moon in the year 1969. Reaches a maximum speed of 25,000 kilometers per hour. And now is when we realize how small we are. We are going nowhere. Gliese 581 is very far away. Will take more than 300,000 years to arrive there. Looks like Saturn V won't take us there. Even traveling 100 times faster, to 25 million kilometers per hour. We will continue needing 3,000 years to get there. We will need a ship much larger. And for this, we will need a tremendous effort in the development of new technologies. Her size and power will have to be huge. Will have to be driven by nuclear fusion or any matter. we'll have to endure the lives of thousands of human beings for over 20 years. To be able to travel to 99% of the speed of light, it will have to be the most generous act ever created by the human being. The budget for its manufacture will be at the same tremendous scale of the universe. It will have to be financed by all the nations of the world, or in its case by its own passengers. When this interstellar ship begins its voyage, they will never see her again. The initial thrust of this massive interstellar ship will be progressive, accelerating progressively for 4 years at full power. At this moment the human species would become an interstellar civilization. This fact will have the same relevance as when Homo sapiens separated from the monkey. The interstellar journey to the Gliese 581 system will last more than 20 years. During all this time the spacecraft will have to be completely autonomous. Even micrometeorite impacts at this tremendous velocity could seriously damage the spacecraft. The solar system was left behind a long time ago, and is traveling through the vacuum of the interstellar space. It's been 2 years since the launch, and the interstellar ship reaches half the speed of light. Keeping the engines at full power for 2 more years, will reach 90% of the speed of light. The interstellar ship has traveled about 30 trillions of miles, and reaches 90% of the speed of light. The same distance between Earth and Alpha Centauri. At this point the interstellar ship begins to travel in time. An hour in the spacecraft, are 2 on Earth. Travels at 99% of the speed of light. Is the limit we can reach. The interstellar ship is now a machine that travels through the time and space. One day on board is a whole year on Earth. There is only one direction for time, and that is forward. It's been 20 years on the strip, which means 7,300 years for the Earth. Possibly life on Earth ended many thousands of years ago already. Maybe they had another chance. But this is something that I will never know. Our interstellar ship started decelerating 4 years ago. We approached the solar system Gliese 581. There are 3 planets orbiting this little red dwarf star that could withstand life on the surface. Maybe there's life, maybe intelligent life, but we haven't received any kind of signal to prove it. We've come looking for a new opportunity. We have the option to build a new world. We perfectly know very well all the wrong things we did, and the very high price we have had to pay. We'll explore these new worlds, and we will adapt ourselves to them. We are a species that belong to the universe. We are just an interstellar civilization. But once we thought we were the center of the universe. And we lost our own planet. We left our planet 24 years ago. We made the greatest journey ever made by mankind. We are the last survivors of the human species. And we reach our destination. A super Earth, which we call Gliese 581g. Orbits a star at the right distance to keep water in liquid state on its surface. Orbiting 27 million miles from its star, a small red dwarf of only 30% of the mass of our Sun. Its gravity retains Gliese 581g, always showing the same face, like the Moon to the Earth.
Astronomers have said, bah, humbug. The conditions for life are extremely rare. For example, you need a large moon to stabilize the orbit of the Earth, or else the Earth tumbles in its orbit. You need a large Jupiter to clean out the comets and meteors of the solar system. You have to have so many Goldilocks zones. The Earth has to be just right for this, just right for that perhaps we are alone.
We will be orbiting Gliese 581g over the next 2 years, and send probes to study our possibilities. Our first scans detect methane in the atmosphere. It's a good sign it can be produced by organic materials. I'm very concerned about what kind of life we can find on the surface. We have 3 smart probes ready to ship: Balboa, Newton and Da Vinci. Probe Balboa scans the best landing option, sends approximation telemetry to his twin probes, Newton and Da Vinci. Balboa is our first ambassador on an alien planet. Our first physical contact with Gliese 581g will be produced. Sonda Balboa, you have a failure in the right wing restart sequence now. You are running out of time. Oh no. something went wrong. The Balboa probe has entered an erroneous angle for the density of the atmosphere and has had a massive collapse. Next probe Da Vinci ready to deploy. We can't fail again. Telemetry from Balboa received. The Newton probe will follow Da Vinci. The Balboa probe report confirms a failure in the deployment of its right wing, causing a wrong angle at the entrance and affecting its thermal shield. Da Vinci, you are going to get it. You have to activate the retro rockets. Do it now. Yes. Good job. Da Vinci on Gliese 581G surface. Surface temperature 14 degrees Celsius. Da Vinci U track for Newton 3.20 minutes delay with U. Newton probe in sight. Da Vinci sends reports status please.
Da Vinci report probe. Nitrogen, N2, 78% total air. Oxygen, O2, 21% of total. Carbon dioxide, CO2, 0.033% of the total. Noble gases, argon, R 0.93%, krypton, Kr 0.000114%, neon, Ni 0.001882%, helium, 0.0000524%. Hydrogen and methane.
The breathable atmosphere suitable for humans. G-force on surface 1.3. Da Vinci phase 2, balloon inflated now please. Da Vinci probe launches systems now please.
Da Vinci probe. Initiating systems. Active arms. Active terminals. Active directional thrusters. Maximum speed set at 30 kh. Active artificial intelligence at 30%. Curiosity at 85%. Autonomous decisions set at 50%.
Da Vinci, go to meet your Newton twin probe please. Da Vinci and Newton keep on hold, receiving telemetry and data for your first mission. Keep motion sensors, set perimeter to 10 kilometers, report any news anytime. I'll be right back. We continue to receive no intelligent signals of any kind from the surface of Gliese 581. There seems to be a lot of methane in the atmosphere. There must be life, maybe primitive. I need some advice from Dr. Michio Kaku about the types of civilizations.
Nikolai Kardashev, a Soviet astrophysicist in the 1960s, was frustrated trying to analyze signals from intelligent life in outer space. What are we looking for? So he began to rank civilizations on a scale of type 1, type 2, type 3. A type 1 civilization is truly planetary. They absorb all the light coming in from their mother star, and they control all planetary forms of energy. For example, they might be able to modify the weather, earthquakes and volcanoes. That's type 1. A Type 2 civilization is stellar. They control the entire energy output of a star. Type 3 is galactic. They control the energy output of the entire galaxy. Now, to put things into perspective, Flash Gordon or Buck Rogers would be living in a Type 1 civilization where they control all forms of planetary energy. They can simply rocket anywhere on the planet Earth at ease. A few neighboring planetary systems, they can barely manipulate the energy output of a single star. So the Federation of Planets would be Type 2. But even Captain Picard and William Shatner live in fear of a Type 3 galactic civilization, and that is the Borg, or the Empire of The Empire Strikes Back, or the aliens of Independence Day.
I have my doubts about being in front of a Type 3 civilization, possibly a Type 1 civilization. Probes Da Vinci and Newton, I send data for first mission. Test auxiliary probes, spiders and drones now. Do not take any risks, I need you active. Sensors and cameras of active drones. Active spiders, first priority in case of risk operations. Test the drone's cameras, use them in advance to your positions. Newton, shows communications with alien entities. Check pulse scanner for life detection. Probe Newton approximates and takes samples of those formations. Probe Da Vinci probe picks up water samples and sends analytical. Bacterial alien life confirmed. Da Vinci probe examines the bacteria and confirms if they show any risk for humans.